What are you smiling about? Yesterday's date with Violet. I feel like things are going my way lately. Yesterday's date with Violet still has me feeling as giddy as a little kid. It's almost like there's perks to being on a killer dating show. Well, don't get too comfortable. You've still got a few days left and then it's back to the regular. I'm looking forward to that. I bet better sooner than later. It costs too much to keep around. Anyway, the $1,000,000 question, who's today's lucky girl? Well, that would be... Gotta be Terra, right? It'd be either Terra or Allie. Probably best if we go with Terra. Doesn't Terra need time to crack the code? No, I already finished making the code breaker. Let's find every password as we speak. No guarantee it'll finish before we're both done our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Terra. Don't worry about it. Besides, I think it's better if we save your date for last. Why is that? I don't know. You're some super spy from some super secret organization. You definitely got bigger heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but that sounds good to me. I'll use the time to prepare some contingency plans. Scarlett, Violet, Yui, I'm going to need you guys for this. I'm happy to provide assistance. You bet. I'll help however I can. Sweet. Alright, let's see. What's up? I didn't just build a code breaker, I built a game that works with it too. What do you mean? She handed me her console. I just whipped it up real quick. It looks like code for breaking a game, but really it works directly with the computer we found. If you get the password right in the game, we'll have access to the computer. Makes sense? Amazing. I can't believe you whipped up something so fast. Oh, it wasn't hard. It's just a big middle finger to my mom who thought all my screen time was a waste of time. Anyway, I figured we can play this game here and there during our date. Try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously not for the whole date because ratings and all, but as much as we can. Pick a plan. Haha, I'm a genius, SC. She cackled manically. You are. I'd like to spend a day with Terra. Is that so? Well, we'll make it happen. Try not to spend all of it playing games, though. Believe it or not, that isn't what viewers want, a primetime slot. How would you know? No promises, but I'll try my best. It ain't much, but I'll take that. Sorry, Cat, that's pretty much the plan. Hey, I see you have to play some games. I'd love to, Cat, but Cat wants us to do some other games it is. Sweet. There's no stopping Terra when she puts her mind to something. We started playing together in the games room while making pleasant conversation. Normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, cryptic enough to disguise what we were actually trying to do. Even if Terra and I never went on crazy adventures like we did with Allie, it didn't make moments with her any less special. But forget that we're trying to hack into some confidential database. This really is like a fun day at home with your partner. How about Terra's the best? Worth a shot. No, doesn't work. The nerve of them. Terra rules. That's a miss. Was the T capitalized? It's got try capitalizing the T. Maybe add a 0123 at the end of it. Thank goodness we have a code breaker running in the background. Time to switch gears. Let's give Cat some footage to work with to keep us alive. Good God, SC, why the sun? Ah, go on without me. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion, huh? And there's nothing wrong with that. I guess you're right. Up for a few more rounds of that game we just played? Sure. How about Damon Black Sucks? Nope, doesn't work. Cat Black Sucks? Nope, not that either. How about SC? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He said Damon Black and Cat Black. That would mean that we would know that they were related, which we shouldn't know. Oh, they don't pick up on that. Come on now, you're just guessing. Like I wasn't before. Well, I'll try it. Wait, what was it? I missed it. What was the password? Can I go back? It's just my name. A 2-digit password? That thing would have cracked that in a second. There's no way it would have taken them this long to crack that. Oh my gosh. What? We cheer as if our favorite team just won a sporting event. Wait a minute, why would the password be your name? Doesn't make sense. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I hope so. Well, I think I've had enough of games for today. Never thought I'd hear you say that, Terra. I'm full of surprises. We could spread the good news after. How about we try something new today? Something outside? Oh, wait, maybe they can't be heard in this area. That makes sense. Sounds like a plan to me. Awesome, let's go. We both ended up going back inside a minute later, but the rest of the day with Terra was still a lot of fun. I guess it didn't really matter to make a password complicated because I guess they never figured anyone would ever be able to get in this room. And we're in. The password prompt closed with a satisfying ding ding. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Why would there be a folder labeled homework? Oh, that's definitely a porn folder name. Terra was about to open it until Allie intervened. You mind if I take a look? Ah, forgot we were here for a second. Sure. Let's see. Allie started going through the folders, databases, reports, anything that could be useful. At the same time, Terra started downloading all the files to her console. It's not like there's anything here about why my name was in the password. All the rest of us could do is give Allie and Terra the space they need. Seems like it's only going to be up from here, team. I was worried for Allie, especially if we couldn't get in the computer, but it looked like we got in after all. It's too soon to say anything, but I do hope you're right. Let's not jinx it. But what's the first thing you're going to do when we're out of here? Thought we weren't going to jinx it. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That's a lovely aspiration. Do me a favor, make sure your inventions don't get used on yourself again, okay? I mean, it's not like I was trying to. I admire how you can be so sure. As excited as I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after. That's totally okay, Violet. That's part of the fun of life, just figuring it out as you go. I suppose so. Violet looked at me and smiled. Well, that's pretty much my plan at this point, too. Sorry if I'm yawning, it is almost 3 in the morning trying to get this done. Guess who's back, bit? What Terra wants to say is we did it. I've got everything I need to help turn the tide of the war, and I know where my family is, and they're alive. I've never seen Allie so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. That's fantastic. That's such a relief. I'm so happy for you, Allie. Good job, Terra. You cracked the code. Not all at once now. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. You didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did it for me and my family. I can't ever thank you enough. She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around in her right hand. You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I was thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Not having internet is the best thing ever. I couldn't agree more. Let's get out of here. After you, Allie. We followed Allie out of the mansion through the forest into the hangar. Well, I did not see this. Granted, I don't go outside. I don't blame you, it's pretty out of the way, not that we have to worry about it now. Allie pulled out the master key and swirled it around her right hand. We walked to the door of the hangar and put the key into its lock. We tried to turn it, but it didn't work. She tried it a few more times, but the lock refused to budge. I don't understand. I've seen Cat use this key everywhere, including here. They must have changed the locks. Why would they change the locks? Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't... It was rare that Allie tripped over her words. It hurt to see her so defeated. I don't know. An uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us? No, we are not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again. But we can't get into the hangar. There's no way to break in without triggering the alarms. For now, yes, but getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on the third date with SC, you would find a plane together. Well, I'm assuming the plane was you two. It's just like you to try something crazy and drag in SC. I can't refute that. That was definitely us. How we never died on those plane rides, I'll never know. That means the staff don't mind if you take the plane during the date, which means that we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'd still be able to get to the plane, it just has to be during tomorrow's date. There'd be way more staff around than usual, but we'd still have a chance. Exactly, the rest of us can be relatively close by, perhaps at the beach, to avoid suspicion. Then when you get the plane, we run over, you pick us up, we're out of there. This could work! It's better than how my plane turned out anyway. I was worried there for a second, but it was for nothing. We've got this. We'd be in a tight spot without you. It is a team effort. Without each of us here, we'd be stuck here with no chance of escape. I'm sure. Think of yourself, I'm sure I could get out of here on my own. You would shut down the second you reach the beach, Terra. Second thought, maybe teamwork makes the dream work. We laughed together. The mood was infinitely better than it was just a few moments ago. We'd spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we'd do if all the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure, though, we weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow. It's gonna be a long-ass video, but I think we're just gonna finish it up. What do you know? I see you actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How you feeling? Honestly, pretty good. I'm excited to see how day with Allie will be. Oh, you've got a real surprise in store. I think Kat is onto us, right? I think she actually knows what we're doing. She has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. And by all of us in the crew, I mean the Brothers 5. How about you go find her, spend some time together while we set things up for you. Sounds like a plan, Kat. Let's see. Oh, looks like she's by the beach. Guess that's where I'm headed. Don't do anything we can't air. Murder's okay, but God forbid someone takes your top off. Boy, American television. Horrible. I waved to Kat as I went on my way. Can't show, like, gratuitous nudity, but we can show someone getting their head fucking blown off by a shotgun or something. That's cool. Just as Kat said Allie was by the beach, she was looking out at the ocean. Morning, Allie. Let's see, it's always nice to see you. The difference between Allie's voice during the day and night was like day and night. I guess we don't have to worry about the cameras, but still, it takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I've got a good shot. I'm looking forward to it, Allie. You better be. We've been saving the best for last. She reached for my hand. Walk with me? I reached for her outstretched hand. It'd be my pleasure. The two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. So what will you be doing when the show's over? First thing I'm going to do is say hey to my family again and make them a nice dinner. I'm sure that they've gone sick with worry in the week I've been gone. I wonder what they're thinking now. It's been at least 2 years since then. That was right. Sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Allie doesn't have that luxury. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Come on. She pulled me along by the hand into the forest. I have to say, Allie's really impressed me. Of course, it was her deliberate plan to come into the forest and get to the hangar, but she made it seem so spontaneous. You're gonna love it. I saw it the same moment she did. It was all we could do to stand and watch. No. She staggered and almost fell, and who could blame her? The hangar was engulfed in roaring flames. The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us could take another step towards the hangar without being burned alive. The stench of burning oil assaulted me without mercy. We were at a loss for words. In front of all those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow I just know it was her. Sorry, Allie. I see there's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you can tell, but we've hit a few snags with the hangar. How about you two spend your day on the ground instead? I want to scream. I want to attack her with every bone in my body. Ah, boy. What do we do here? Yeah, overwrite this. He's just going to kill us. I don't want to do it. But I can't. I can't or I'll be killed. Yeah, see, we're going to die. So I'd rather not go that way. We've been doing so good avoiding death. Not just me, but everyone else. To hold myself back from giving away what this plane meant to me took all the strength I had. I need to calm down. I'd be able to read my face and see that. I mean, sounds fine to me, Kat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened? We're still looking into it. Well, either way, there's nothing we can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Sissy? She reached for my hand and held it tight. How could she smile like this? Poor Allie. For the rest of the day, Allie and I put on the performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew now more than ever that we were trapped in Kat's macabre puppet show. Kat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape, but how? Did we make a mistake? Did Four give us away? Would we have ever trusted him in the first place? Who can I trust now? Time is ticking, and by the end of the show, it was closer and closer. It's time I'm supposed to meet with the group, but what would we even do? This was our big plan. There's no way we can escape the island. Our last chance died with the hangar. Should I just make a break for it? No, I'd never make it. The others would suffer from my mistake. What do I do? You don't look so good, SC. Yeah, I've been better, Cat. It hasn't exactly been sunshine and rainbows today. You really aren't much for acting, are you, SC? Look, I already know about you and your plan to escape. My blood ran cold. You know, take the plane, fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure out. I tried to say something to my defense, but my voice just wouldn't come out. It was all I could do to stand wide-eyed. Look, I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back. Well, at least the others did. And I know that every night you all work together to try to find a way out. I mean, of course I'd know. I'm the reason you got this far. What do you mean? Just follow me. You'll save us all a lot of time. We walked to the locked room near the games room. She took out her master key and span it around. You never really thought a bunny could take a key away from me, right? Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. She opened the door. The others were inside looking as surprised as I was. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now, Cat. How about two? First, your inside man was never for. It was me. I mean, come on, he wouldn't be smart enough for something like this. Second, you only ever had a chance at escaping the island because of me. Newsflash, Allie, those tanks never just bug out. You're the one who let me out of my tank. The one and only. Allie was at a loss for words and I was no different. So what do you want, Cat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy train. I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. What, do I have something on my face? As hard as it is to believe, the list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short. Hell no, we can't trust you. I'm not sure how, but I remember I tried to escape with you before. I trusted you. I even felt for you. Even 5 girls isn't enough? Unbelievable. And then you betrayed me and shot me. There's no way we could ever trust you. You're just going to stab us in the back. Is that true, Cat? Not the same to say it is. But I didn't have a choice. You know how it is with Damien. It doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He'll take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance to his tune. I'm sorry I betrayed you, SC. I really am. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Because there was someone I needed to save. I know I must look like a villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too. Oh well, if you're so fucking compassionate, how come you burned up our only way out of here? You're lucky I did, SC. If you had actually flown as planned, you'd all be at the bottom of the ocean right now. What do you mean? I mean, it's the cruel trick of Damien's. He knew there was a chance that people on this show would recover their memories and try to escape. So he made us build the hangar and the plane. The one place anyone trying to escape would go. Exactly. I told you this in the past, Allie. Never fly that plane or take the boat out of sight of the island. If you did, you'd have blown up like fireworks. That Allie and I were in the plane, which is a little more than a flying death trap sent to chill down my spine. Look, the simple reality is you need me to escape. I gotta get a drink of water. Girl's getting a little sore talking for almost 2 hours. Without me, you won't even make it past the barrier. What barrier? Exactly! And no, I hate it. I need you guys to help me in us escape. You reached your hand towards me for a handshake. Oz? Let's discuss first. Cat leaned against the wall while the rest of us debated on what to do. Can we really trust her? This might just be another trap. It's not like it'd be the first by her for you to fall into SC. Well, you're right. That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point. Even if she's done terrible things to us in the past, we still need her to escape. You alright, Allie? I'm fine, I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're still alive, that's what counts. She's right, you know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we're alive. It counts for something, right? You're right, SC. And as much as I hate to say it, I think we need Kat's help. Trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. Need to keep an eye on her. Couldn't say better myself. Alright, Kat, if you want our help, you're going to need to answer a few questions. Ask away. What the hell is a sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. This is one of the hundreds of killing shows we air. Shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organizing against the government. If you want to paralyze people with fear, you broadcast exactly what will happen to you if you rise up. You're monsters, you know that? I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Some of us still have family to lose, Allie. Continue. Before we air each show, we test them internally on test audiences to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they test well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of rating best. You can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for test audiences. You couldn't just make them watch the multiple versions of a show as they remember previous versions that would influence their opinions. There was no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feelings that lives were really in danger. But the memory provider would change that. It did. We were able to reuse everybody, our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make people forget what happened, we could film run after run of the show where each of it was as if it was the first time to all of you. And that's exactly what we've been doing here for the last 2 years. It was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but know that the people looked at us like we were nothing but lab rats. Well, I was genuinely afraid for my life. Sickening. We were silent for a while. Okay, if you've been testing this show this long, then when's the real thing? There is no real thing, it's only what version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damien is willing to spend on this show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all as good as dead. I know Damien, and I've said that we'd let you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but that's a lie, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry I've waited this long to try to help you guys. I've been too scared to risk it all, but I've nothing left to lose now. She extended her hand to me for a handshake. Allies, at least we're out of here. Don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you could report us right now. That's true. And my word would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together. And it's a deal. I shook Kat's hand. Kat, are you sure you don't want to? It's fine, Scarlett. It's not important anymore. We don't have any time to waste. If you say so. Anyway. The only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship we use it to replenish between each run of the show. Are there no other planes on the island? A boat would be far slower. Fortunately, it's not so easy. There's a protective shell around the island which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to satellite. That's the reason why people couldn't find us, Allie. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside of the barrier, it'll get fried unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. The only way off the island that will have that signal is the boat. I'm betting it's heavily guarded. Well, yes, but not from people on it. The ship itself will be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island here you'll have to watch out for. And that still leaves the question of how we'll deal with them. Last time I checked, there's hundreds of them and not even 10 of us. Actually, it might not be so hard after all. I've got a plan that just might work. Though I have to admit it's a little crazy. I like the sound of that. If it involves zombies again, I'm out. Yui explained her plan to us, and with renewed confidence that could inspire anyone to believe. Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we could just have the amount of time we need. This just might work, Yui. You're a mad genius. Let's just say I've been holding back my creativity until now. Crazier than anything I'd imagine, crazy enough to work. Let's get to work. Wait, were we even listening to the same plan? The others went their separate ways to help prepare for Yui's plan. The cat stayed. Our business was not finished just yet. What's up? Alright, I want to trust you, Cat. I really do. But you're up to something, aren't you? Just like every other time I've trusted you. I can't blame you for feeling that way. And I can't take back what I've done before. The only thing I can say to try to make you trust me is that we both have people we care about as. And that if you don't escape, then the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking for you to put your neck out for me. You'll never have to. I'm asking for your help to help somebody that you've never met, and you never will. Somebody innocent. It's strange. This woman has put me through hell, treating me like a lab rat and more, and yet somehow I think she's telling the truth. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with you. He's playing either way. I'll trust you, Cat. Sorry for yelling at you earlier. Don't be, I literally shot you. I think that earns you the right to be a little angry and more, no? Well, I've got to know you over these past years. Not for more than a couple weeks straight, but I've got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. Hey, can we skip to the part where you compliment me? You're also incredibly crass and you keep secrets from everybody and you finished. But I don't think you're a bad person. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone. You made sure I never lost hope. I knew that was never part of the job. You didn't have to do that. And yet you did, over and over. Must have been so tiring to do that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I don't know why you're doing all this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered, SC. But you've got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've done for others, for you, the others, I've done it for my own selfish reasons. It just happens to line up nicely. I appreciate the compliment. And like before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. I spent the rest of the night helping the others with preparing for the plan. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I still couldn't fall asleep for several hours. As if something was on the tip of my tongue, but I just barely can't grasp it. But somehow I know I'm closer than I've ever been. I hate that. I'll shoot her a word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all your hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Val would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped prepare for it. While the staff prepared the party grounds during the day, each of us were hard at work making sure the other parts of it went well. Val cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it, and in truth it did. Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they could get her to notice them, and she knew it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Your plan is really coming along. Terra and Scarlett joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Terra used Cat's producer room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Terra found them one by one, Scarlett turned on the charm and made sure they came out with her to the party. Then when it was time for Scarlett to switch to her other mission, Allie took over, though I'm told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to make sure every part of our plan was going smoothly. And for once, it did. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody here? You bet. You should have seen the ones that tried to run. I made sure everyone who came stayed too. Perfect, everybody's eating. As they should have, it is fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just going to go ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlett pulled out a remote from her pocket and pressed a button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the night sky above the party grounds. The cheers of the staff were like thunder, and with that, the plan is going as smoothly as can be. Great job, team! We owe you one, Yui. Right back at you, Allie. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Oh, are fireworks supposed to be this bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say, I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close. Let's worry about that later. Fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape that there was nothing left to do except wait. It's going to be a long night. I know what we said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend tonight just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away? You know what? That sounds great. Let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Don't be like that, Terra. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise, and exercise. Allie picked up Terra over her shoulder, and away we go. Come on, come on. Scarlett grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had. Out of the nights I can remember, that is. We lived like there was no tomorrow. Because there might not be. And now we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat really is coming. Later than usual. You think they're onto us? No, it'll just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying about this point. If they're onto us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. We waited for an hour, more than another. We were losing hope. Guess where? It's here! Cat pointed towards the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge despite how far it was. It must have been massive from up close. Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the light, then jumped into bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody opening the door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps, a door would open, more footsteps, a short pause, footsteps again, a door would close, repeat. Over and over, closer and closer till it got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. They're walking closer to me. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering something under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on, she could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. Feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer to me step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have not to move when every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're onto me. I can't help but ball up the fist of my hand. Never mind. We're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me than outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like never before. On to the next part of the plan. We regrouped downstairs. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Like taking candy from a baby. Wait, where's Terra? I'll go check on her. As a cute, Terra came running down the stairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. I definitely didn't fall asleep just now. I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, let's back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can all make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we'll have to take. Actually, we had just a thing for that. Courtesy of Scarlett and I. What's that? Well, we went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't. Oh, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. Brains. Bananas. Hundreds of zombies littered the field. You know, I can't believe we ever let you make shit, Scarlett. You better be glad you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we have just put in a sleeping agent or something like that? That's what I was thinking, that they drugged all the food. Where's the fun in that? Well, we still have to go past them to get to the boat, right? Oh, don't worry about it. I've got a fair share of experience in taking down zombies. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it. Let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got into the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlett enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when we get off this island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge. Not wasting any time. We rushed onto the ship and ran straight for the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with, and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what, SC? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. It was pitch black inside. Cat had to shine a light to see anything. Strange, where are they? And let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Knocked up to my dad, outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now. Cat got to work fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know if they were in the clear. This is going to take a minute. Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything, though. When were you a mechanic? Honestly, since my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on the island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape the island. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I get it now why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death clap for the both of us. Jeez. We can talk more later if you like. In the meantime, let's get this boat fixed. Let's tell the others to get the hell out of here. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Cat revved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Gosh, I can't believe it. We're really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It's hard to believe, but it's true. We did it. It's not going to be this easy. There's going to be something. Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. You really did it. Thank you, Cat. You really saved us. You did it. We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. Oh, there's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner. The intercom rang out. Cat turned white as a sheet when we heard the voice that was all too familiar. No. Damn it. Damien. Ding ding ding. I guess you learned at least something in school, Cat. Not enough clearly, but hey, it's something. That's gotta win a participation ribbon somewhere. Knew what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud at the show you've given us these last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry, did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming and seeing those other bitches, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Give the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know? After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat, and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake even though we were on a boat. I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier rose out of the ocean all around the island. It climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher, till the only daylight we could see was just from the circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a little game, rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured at some kind of machine behind him that looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'd be free to go. Be easy for you to waltz on in and flip it. You've gotten rid of all our security, but this switch is only going to work if you have 2 people's handprints with producer level clearance. Sure, you've got Cat, but you'll never be able to get mine. He pulled out the same gun I'd been shot with before. Now don't let that stop you from trying. Hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We have no choice but to go back. Hello, he's got a gun. He'd take us all down before we even have a chance to grab him. We've got no choice, though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We've got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damien wants you to do. The turning around part of the ass kicking. I'll leave that to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to play out. People try to revolt, fail, and they get killed. I guarantee if we do just that, he has a plan for it. We'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. We can't just stay here and wait till we're out of time. SC and I will go flip the switch. Besides, we're the only two people here who can do anything about it. Huh? What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damien. I'll explain on the way. There's no time. SC, are you ready to run? I won't allow. There's no way we're letting SC go back there without us. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlett, please. You know exactly what Damien's capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Kat's right. Kat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand. Before I knew what I was doing, we were off the boat and back into the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instinct, like my body had done this before countless times. I looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from the faces that they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm gonna make Damien pay for making them suffer like this. We went back to running. I followed Kat's lead. It's earlier than I'd planned, but there's no time like the present for exposition about your past. It'd be good to know why I'm running with you. Well, would I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you are together. Though, if you look at history, I'd say no. Yeah, I survived that time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touché. Before you came onto the show, you were a producer just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though. That was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. I've got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but meeting you changed me. You smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be part of that world one day. But you helped me realize that we needed to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years, we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We shipped them away to safety, faked their deaths, everything. We did just that for a time. Then Damien started to suspect something was up. Each day he got closer and closer to figuring it out, until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damien caught us. He betrayed me. I can't remember much, but I remember you and we were together, and then you sold me out right when we were trying to escape. Why? It's like I said before, I didn't have a choice, and I still don't. I know you have your reasons, no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you to. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damien down, though I doubt he'd let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. Part of me wants to trust Kat. The same part that consciously remembers that I did for years and years. But how can I forget that betrayal, even if she had her reasons? Sure. I'll keep an eye on her. When we get back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. Well, I see that orange glow and I always think the mansion's on fire. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why the show is on an island. I took out her master key and slid into a hidden socket in a wall behind one of the tanks. Click. Don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. I think you guys could get an elevator instead. I said the same thing. As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me that I shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. I've got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Then light. Blinding light and... Pause? Welcome, you finally made it. Damon's face was plastered over countless screens in a stadium that could hold tens of thousands of people. Countless cameras littered with seats, all focused on center stage, a battleground sprawling with maze-like walls out of all shapes and sizes and littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, we couldn't see Damien directly, but we knew he was here from the screens. We wouldn't have a show with you idiots, so I'm glad you actually came back. Oh man, you couldn't even bring back the others. You're no fun. You really gotta make me work, huh? Anyway, congrats on making it this far, etc, etc. I gotta say I'm proud of you for making it here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remembered your old haunt from just a few seconds of video. No thanks to you, dirtbag. It's not any way to thank someone who gives you a room and board. You gave SC a way nicer room than I ever got. I'm your mom for that one, kid. Anyway, how about you be a dear and explain the game we've got going on here? It's what you're looking for somewhere here. Problem is, so is Damien, and he's got a gun. And more ammunition than he needs to kill both of us. What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field. It's all we can do, but the odds aren't in our favor. Most of those weapons lying around are useless. They were meant to make people lose hope that we could fight back. Well, most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them were fake. That's Damon's MO. He'll give people trapped on the show just enough hope for escape, and then he'll use that to trap you. Real guns among the fakes, boats, and planes when you're trapped on an island. We're gonna make it through this. You can't fall for his game, understand? Loud and clear. And let's go! There's no time to waste. Alright, it's well over 2 hours. I'm calling it here. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.